Reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Dancing to his left. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
27-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Refusing to go down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Play action. Now it's Locke. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And the Buccaneers first down.
On play action, now Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got Evans. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Over the middle here to Brown. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Buccaneers, nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my right there with me.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 32-yard line.
On the option, Locke will keep it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
This defense is really throwing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Buccaneers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On play action, it's Brady. Escaping the ball. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 13. Lock. Over the middle. That's back. 35 to the 34. That one a gain. Shotgun snap to Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Now Lock again. This is the tight end fan. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Brady to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Operating from the gun, Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Brady. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Locke will try again on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It brings up third down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw on third down, Brady. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target.
But it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards, a first down. Locke working out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Brady.
12-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That throw by Brady incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one just shot. Of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Antonio Brown, 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end throw. Well, up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Fant was a 1st-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And this offense continues to pour it on. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Locke.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Jason Pierre-Paul able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Operating from the gun. Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
For the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
28-yard line.
A lot going to throw it here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's third down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.